recording. Okay, Kingsley. So go for it. You can share
Okay,
your thoughts and how you prepared. Okay. So
okay,
no need to go in depth, but as you can try to explain each and everything. Okay, as much as
okay,
possible. So
okay.
okay.
Okay, actually, I made this template using your method, the format you gave us initially. If you check, I was just following almost as you explained it. Okay, this is the user personnel I was trying to make regarding the real estate app. So I named okay, for now I just used the name Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
This is for buyer, yet the seller, I mean, yes,
Mm-hmm.
like a landowner or property owner who wants to sell his land. I'm trying to like make a user persona for him. So
Okay.
okay, we start with the goal. And okay, the goal of the landowner whose detail is which is the age 56 years old, education at University of Nsukka. I used a university here in Nigeria, hometown, Lagos Island. Those are places where land is actually very expensive. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the goal of the person is he wants to sell his land quickly to sell his land quickly to address his urgent financial need. Actually, if we go further, this person is actually a business owner, like in a form of he's running a restaurant business. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
he ran into a financial, so he actually needed an urgent financial help, and he has a land, and he wants to like kind of sell the land quickly and
Mm-hmm.
address his financial need. So this is his goal. He needs to sell the land because he needed urgent financial need. And that's fine. Okay, find a buyer who has available funds and is interested in investing in real estate. Get a fair price for his land without compromising on its value. These are what he wished to do. I put that as his goal. But his
Mm-hmm.
frustration is buyers who express interest but do not have available funds. And there are platforms where you go, people just try to bid and all those ones without being ready and all that. Um, Lengthy negotiation process and delay. If you want to pass through the conventional method, the process is long. If you're a busy person, you might not have time and all that. You need to travel, sign some document, and the plan is regarding this app is all these things will be taken care of. You understand? We will have to find a way to like make sure that all this process will take care of it for whoever wants to sell. It
Mm-hmm.
make easy for the seller and also for the buyer. Then lack of interest from potential buyers due to inadequate marketing or effective presentation of the land um, potential, which is basically what we'll be addressing using the app. Okay, here it talks about the person. He's a hardworking entrepreneur who owns a successful restaurant in Lagos Island. Due to some
Mm-hmm.
unexpected financial challenges and blah blah blah, he wants to sell the land. That's what this one entails. So,
Okay.
okay, here on the user empathy, you said something about say, think, and do, and all other,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
in regarding to say, like the kind of things he wants to, what the things he expects, or
Mm-hmm.
should I, like things he wish he had access to.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It's good. Yeah.
I want a financial, I want a marketing approach to be sensitive to my urgent financial need. These are his wishes. You understand? But then he thinks this is like the like barrier, things that is limiting him from achieving whatever it is he wishes, which is say like things he wants to do. I don't know if I'm correct. I'm feeling stressful and pressured due to my urgent financial situation. I mean his problem. But things he will, the things do, I don't know, I've a kind of lost touch on this, to provide information. Okay, this is how we plan to address the problem. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right? This before you want before we kind of this we are trying to build a user persona for John who needs urgent financial help.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things we know he wishes to do and the barrier he's facing, and
Mm-hmm.
we also provide the kind of a, a way to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we list the problems, which is the things in which on the sea, the frustration. Like I still think this thing is a kind of frustrations, like kind of hindrances you will face during the process and all those ones. And then here we provide a roadmap, like kind of uh, if things to like, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
um,
Okay.
provide information about the land. We kind of make the land marketable.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mm-hmm.
present it to people that have the financial or the capability to take care of it. And I will still have to go back to the video and
Mm-hmm.
do something about it. Then a common pain points. Um, Urgent financial obligation. uh, uh, he faces a present. These are the common pain points,
Mm-hmm.
right? The problem he's facing and all that, right? He urgent financial obligation. He faces a pressing challenge of urgent financial obligation, which puts him under significant stress and
Mm-hmm.
pressure. His immediate need to sell his land to address those financial challenges creates a sense of urgency and the need for a quick and effective solution, right? Okay. Uh, then we also have balancing his business and sales. I mean, with all these problems, it will be a kind of difficult for him to like, so we now have a solution for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving forward, user story. Here it talks about his expectations. I expect the market approach to be sensitive to my urgent financial situation, understanding the stress and pressure I'm facing. I hope to work with someone who can empathize with my circumstances and help find the right buyer quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's still outlining his frustrations, if I may
Mm-hmm.
say. Okay, I envisioned finding a buyer who not only appreciates the value of the land, but also recognizes the opportunity to make a sound investment. I am eager to work with someone who understands my goal of selling the land promptly to alleviate my financial stress and support my restaurant business. He also wants to attract serious buyers who recognize the value of the land and its prime location in developing a suburban area. Uh, he also need a user-centric market strategy that showcase the unique selling points of the property,
Mm-hmm.
highlighting the potentials of the features of the future development and benefits of its location. I mean, these
Mm-hmm.
are things we are going to be addressed on the app. All these things
Mm-hmm.
actually have a solution for it,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, I actually have something on my head. I've already started sketching with,
Mm-hmm.
I've already started doing the hand or writing wireframing, but
Mm-hmm.
not just in the area of how the app will look at, but also features and other methods to address the problems we are highlighting here that the seller will face. And also I will also work on the buyer too, because even the buyer also have that's where we do the major work, because we need to protect the buyers as
Mm-hmm.
much as the sellers also. Because the reason for this, the idea behind this app is to protect people buying land from here. Like I said, that the in some areas here in Nigeria, you might just go and buy land, and after some years, you find out that the land was previously sold to someone else, and
Ah.
and it's not you. So there are so many issues regarding lands and some properties here, but
Mhm, mhm,
that is where the app comes in. We go through some security checks. I think I am already creating on how we are going to make sure that we conduct those security checks to make sure
mhm.
that the land is uh, is uh, is safe before
Actually safe
it's to
and
be
ready
listed.
to
Yes,
like available
yes.
for to sell. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Here on the user journey, I mean, you've told us about the user journey awareness, like the idea when the create the let's say the creation or the moments the idea of the app or the website or whatever it is born, and the processing we go through. All this one, I think I understand it bit by bit.
Mhm,
I don't know. Okay, so that is this user journey, the awareness. These are the process we undergo during the app creation, the app discovery. I mean, listing it, so that um, to the appropriate sites and promote some. There are some sites that or blogs that promotes
hmm.
apps and all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so the onboarding and registration. I
Mhm,
mean, still has to do with the okay, okay. So these are the user journey. On the task, we have realizing urgent financial situation, research is options to sell the land, discover realtors, connecting app. These are still user journey. I think I understand it of it, but going into detail in explaining it might have some. Okay, on feelings. Actually, I had to like watch the video back in order to understand. Before I used the template, like this wasn't how it was the first time I sent it, or the first
mm,
time I shared screen. I don't know
no,
if I'm
see,
making sense.
the user journey is actually comes under the one specific table where action and some other related part would be like below the action and like feelings. There are some other table you have to follow. But see, go for it. I will
Okay. That
explain.
means the
Mhm,
previous table I did was actually okay, because in that table I kind of
mhm,
list it the way you just said now. If you
mhm.
remember the last time I shared the screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, I actually made a table for action,
exactly.
tax,
That
and all
was
those.
the correct table for the
Okay,
user
okay,
journey map.
okay.
Okay, but yeah,
Okay,
there are a
great.
few. Obviously, previous on the previous slide also there are a few like here and there. But at the end of your overall presentation, I will give you a feedback. But go for it. It's going good.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Mm.
okay. So these are opportunities. I will have to like do something on that. Now on the accessibility side of it. Okay, if for touch, I mean this for people that probably might have some kind of you know
The
disability.
differently able
Yeah,
or
yeah,
yeah, you
yeah,
can say
or
differently able. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So on the touch bar, we will provide a tactical representation of important information such as property layouts or key features using raised textures
Mm-hmm.
or braille label. And just like I mean, I saw something like this on that the app you did yesterday. On
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
there was this app you are doing something on, right? The one you showed
Braille.
the wireframing.
Yeah, wireframing. But
Yeah.
for the braille, could be a little bit hard in today's screen because mostly our screen as a smart touch, okay, touch type of like we can't really create a braille. But yeah, there are some other technologies like they are trying to build some kind of touch field like Previously, we
Yes, that
used.
will make it more easy for people with,
Mhm.
some kind
Yeah.
of disability
Yeah,
to access it.
but
Well, that's just the
Braille
whole
is
point.
recently Braille is like it's not a kind of possible up to now, because the for the Braille lipi the dots should be like filled by the person, blind person, but in screen it's quite hard to see. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will have to also do it on that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, yeah, that's the whole
Yeah, yeah,
see
whenever
and
we like, no, you can explain. It's okay. No, no worries. You can explain, sir. At least you have to try to. So while explaining, you will get to know what are the areas that you can improve. But whenever you
okay.
are trying to like build something or write something, so what you have to think is what is possible or not. That things also we have to consider while creating a product based on our smartphone or a screen, whatever is possible that we can design and we can create. The thing that is not possible up to now, okay, later
Okay.
it can be possible, it will be possible, but up to now it's
It's not yet possible. Okay.
not yet. Yeah, not possible yet. So this is the thing. Okay, go for the
Okay, I'll
hearing
take
and yeah.
notes. Okay, yeah. For the hearing, provide clear, concise, and audio description or narrative for image and visual
Mm-hmm.
contents to support users who are blind or have low vision. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. This is possible now. Very much.
Mm-hmm.
Offer audio version of important text contents to accommodate users who prefer or require auditory information.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So for the C,
Mm-hmm.
ensure a responsive and mobile-friendly design to accommodate users with visual
Yeah,
impairments.
improvements. Yeah.
Yes, impairment. Using a screen magnifier or who prefer larger text.
Yeah. Right.
That the screen magnifier is also okay. I
Mm-hmm.
think
Mm-hmm.
iPhone have the feature.
Yeah.
Offer high contrast options to improve visibility for users with low vision or color blindness.
Mm-hmm.
That's visually enhancing the the overall brightness of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. On the speak part, implement voice recognition technology to allow users to interact with the marketing material using their voice,
Mm-hmm.
benefiting to with motor disability and those benefiting those with motor disability.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just like something like Siri, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Yeah, right.
Okay. Enable voice command for navigation and interaction to make the content more accessible to users who cannot traditionally input methods, maybe
Okay, here
temporarily
we
people
have
with.
to think, we have to consider the two things in the terms of speaking. See, someone might or cannot speak, right? Or some other can speak. There is a two different person. One can speak and one cannot speak. Okay, so what you have to consider is if someone is like is unable to speak, then we have to create a such kind of app. So without speaking, the app should be able to like perform each and every task. Okay, who is not able to speak, like for example, if someone is can't speak, then for him or her the Siri is not usable, right?
Yes, no,
But
no, the
still
series
Siri
not
is there.
usable.
But still Siri is there. So how can
Yeah,
we make the Siri to make it more accessible for those kind of person also? So likewise, what we have to do, we have to think. Okay.
okay,
Hmm.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, but in this case, does the touch side not cover for those that
Yeah, yeah,
cannot speak?
there will be a vice versa. For example, if someone is like able to like see, sorry, speak or not, then they can touch, right? They can see, they can hear, and so based on that, they can use the application. So there will be those four items are will be vice versa, and there will be three different temporarily and permanently
Okay.
and occasionally there will be a three different kind of user accessibility. And based on that, what we can do is we can come up with the solution, okay, to make it more user accessibility and make it more user and what do you call easy, okay, yeah,
Okay.
user
Okay.
experience,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. I also take note
Mm-hmm.
of that. Okay. This year this is the problem statement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As a seasoned business owner, recognizes the potential of a piece of land he owns in a developing suburban area. He believes that selling this land can generate the funds he urgently needs to address his financial situation.
Mm-hmm.
However, the problem is that he lacks a well-defined marketing strategy to attract serious buyers with available funds who can see the value and investment opportunity in the property. Without an effective marketing plan, he struggles to showcase the unique selling points of the land and find right buyer quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Quickly, yeah.
this is his problem. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Okay, regarding, let me explain a little bit about the column statement. So, column
okay,
statement should not be a specific to any person. Okay, column statement should be overall column statement. So, don't focus on particular personal problem because that comes under the user story. Because user has a kind of problem, because of that he needs some kind of application, right? So column
okay,
statement should be broad and it should be covered the multiple targeted audience. Okay. So
okay,
uh,
okay,
and
okay. I want
mm,
to quickly ask,
mm,
for let's say if I want to make a profile for the seller,
mhm,
I mean, with the problem statement be here or with the profile of the seller? I think it's
mm,
with the profile of the seller,
mhm.
or it should be one problem statement for the whole app.
No, see, a profile for the seller would be, there are many seller, right? There won't be a one single seller.
No,
Wow.
yes.
So
Uh,
because of that, you have to consider the one particular personas and the idea to how the user profile should look, but that
okay,
profile should be compatible with all kind of persons for buyers. Okay, but
okay,
actually
okay.
normally buyers are buyers and buyers is only one particular kind of user profile. Okay,
Yes,
buyer
method,
cannot be
yes.
multiple what do you call the profile. So
Personal, yes.
and they, it cannot be a very depend. So because of that, what you have to do, person can be multiple, but in your application, buyer kind of like user interface should be same for all kinds of user or buyer. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Mm, yeah.
Okay. Here is the competitive audit.
Hmm.
Yeah. So okay, what happened here is this, what happened here is
It's just a simple text. You can delete it. Add a little, just click and delete it.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
What happened here is that I checked some if there are some app already offering this kind of service here. So I found few, but in this case, they just focused on properties
Mm-hmm.
mostly.
Mm-hmm.
It's just focused on property mostly, like normal conventional method, no extra security offers, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying, in regards to people who buys land and find out that it's been sold. I don't think
See, just a second. Let me make you something clear. Okay, location means where it actually located. So their primacy focus, it doesn't matter. Okay, where they are located. I mean, the primary focus on Nigeria real estate market is the different their targeted audience. But here, location means where its headquarter or where its office is, where they are located in. See, location means okay. their own location from where they are operating the business, overall business. Okay, this is the actual
Yes,
location that you have to
yes,
put in that location.
yes.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So this is
Okay.
correct. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that this is it.
Hmm.
So this is the information I was able to gather so far
Hmm.
from yeah. The type they are into real estate, online real estate platform. Location, yeah, headquarters is located here in Lagos. Okay,
Hmm.
the service, the product service they offer is a residential and commercial property listing, land listing, rental property listing, real estate news and
Hmm.
insights. Okay, this is their website.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
good.
so the size of the this thing is actually the why I rate them medium to large is they are still scaling.
Hmm.
They are in some parts, but not all over. But I think they've actually covered them quite a lot. But I don't know
Okay, okay.
if this actually, because it's
Hmm.
not only in one state, you can get for other states. So, and they target property buyers and investors in Nigerian property is
Hmm.
Nigeria, property sellers and landlords, real estate agents and developers. These are their targets, people that so their unique position is extensive database of property listing. Yeah, I think
Hmm.
this says,
Hmm.
yeah, okay, providing a wide range of choice, robust search filter for refined property searches, real-time property update for the latest listing, user-friendly and user-friendly interface and responsive design.
Yeah, exactly. It should be like the way the competitive audit should be like that, and exactly it is. So you have done a good job here. Okay, so competitive
Okay,
name, okay, location, product, service, what are the product or service they are offering, website link, and obviously business size and targeted audience. Or next is unique value proposition. So it's quite good. Okay, this is
okay,
how it should be.
okay, okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
These are strengths.
Mhm. No, it's
All
strength.
these ones
Okay.
is not really necessary. Their
Mm.
strengths, their weakness. I actually like
Mhm.
put them
Okay, so
separate.
strength and the weakness is focused on their particular the competitors, or how did you prepare? Just try to explain the backend process. No need to go each line. Just uh, tell the behind the process how you wrote
Conduct
this.
this one. Okay. What I did is I think I still have their site open. I actually opened their sites, and I also use ChatGPT to check out. Though this record was until 2021. That was
Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm.
last time it updated. So these are actually data collected by ChatGPT from the site. This
Mm-hmm.
particular research, this particular strength, I actually got it from.
No,
uh,
okay, okay, no worries. Okay, then yeah,
But
it's
I have a
uh-huh.
neighbor who is into real estate. I will still have time with him. I've already kind of discussed with him to get some other
Okay.
data which I'll be using to conduct more research on my own research, direct research, and also edit some of these things which
Okay. Can you go to the last? There is anything? Let me see. Uh, yeah,
this
this is
is stress
thread. It's okay.
with
It's good. And the
opportunities,
opportunity, yeah, yeah.
weakness,
And the last
the
one is the
summary.
overall summary. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is where I am for now. I think the next thing is, yeah, I've already started sketching for the wireframing. So that
Hmm.
is where I am for now.
Okay. So, are you preparing any kind of wireframing?
Yes, for now I'm on the sketching side. I'm trying to I'm comparing some sites, getting some features
Okay.
but
So,
I've
and
not
just a second.
transmitted.
Let me put you something. Our meeting will be in less than 1 minute. So again, we will join and we will discuss further, and I will give you some kind of feedback so that you can improve. Okay. If meeting
Okay,
in, then rejoin. Okay,
okay,
and reshare your screen. Okay, go for it. Yeah. Let me end the screen, and I will just restart. Okay.
okay.
Cutting. Okay. Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, yeah, like I was saying, this is where I am for now. I will still add other stuff, but here is the summary. Nigerian Property Center showcase strengths in its extensive property listing, user-friendly interface, advanced search filters, and real-time updates. However, to support land sellers, our platform could benefit from enhanced regional coverage. This is so much true. I already know about. I
Mm-hmm.
already have something for it. Improved communication channels and personalized marketing options, considering potential threats in the competitive real estate markets. Very much true here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, I don't know. I use his initial John should stay vigilant about marketing dynamic. I think here is the where our app name comes in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, stay vigilant about market dynamics and be adaptable to changing economic and regulatory conditions
Okay.
to ensure a successful land sale. Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Okay. Okay.
is
Okay. Good. Okay. So let's start from the beginning. I will give you one by one some feedback. So what are the things that you have to improve and change? Okay. Okay, so overall for the user persona, as I mentioned, I think I already give a little bit insight for the user persona in our past class. But again, I will
yeah,
repeat the things that user persona is pretty fine. Okay, so there is no need to change or no need to add some anything else user for the user persona. It's just that you have to come up with multiple user personas. You cannot like stick with one particular user persona based on
yes,
your product, based on your product ideas. You have to at least create a minimum three, and then you can go any numbers that you like. Okay, so this is
okay,
overall fine. And next. Okay. So yeah. So here, generally, user empathy will come after the having a kind of what do you call interview the session of some of the users. Okay. So what says, does, think, and feel is actually a person's perception regarding the situation and what they are looking for. Okay. It's just
okay,
a kind of idea. For example, say means whatever the user says about, so I am this kind of person and I want this. If someone say like that, then we can keep those kind of sentence in says. Okay, that can be multiple.
mm,
And does means what he actually doing or what he want to do. Okay, so these are the things that will comes under the does or do sections. And think means what do you want actually. See, what is his planning. Okay, if like sometimes we try to imagine, okay, what happens if it would have we have, like for example, you mentioned one braille lipi. So yeah, in real scenario, just imagine what happens if we have a braille lipi on our smart touch screen. So it would be great, right,
okay,
for the
yes,
blind
yes,
able. But there is a kind of difficult. I can see there are my a few persons. They are quite hard to like use the smartphone. They generally try to listen each and every icon, and then they try to like touch the buttons and touch the screen. So these are this is how they are using technology. Likewise in thinking, so think, so what can be the possible solution or what is that the person is thinking. So it comes those are the things under the think. And feels means like feeling. So when it happens or if something is there, then how he or she is feeling, like he's frustrating or he's good. And if something has happened or something is going to build or something is really on the market, so what will be or what his feeling. So those are the things that you have to mention. There might be a past, present, and the future. Those three tense will be there to mention those feel about. Because of that, so minimum at least you have to mention a three different point to explain each and everything. So likewise, okay. So
okay,
in general
okay.
what you
In
can do
general,
okay, in general everything is like good. Okay, so at least there should be a minimum 3 point for say, do, think, and feel every in every like four corner. Okay, And
Okay.
in between, there is one template or format how to prepare this kind of say or okay. No, don't click anything. Whenever if you click, the text will come. Just you can delete it. Okay, click on text, that text, and delete it.
Okay. I actually want to like a kind of keep it as a reminder for me. I want to put something.
You wanted to
Or
ask
no
something?
need. Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. You can ask if you want. So you wanted to ask interview should be there or not, like?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
This is
There
for
should
just
be
for my reminder.
there should be a interview. Yeah, obviously there should be an interview, and based on that interview, you can write the say, think, do, and feel. Because when you interview with the person, then you can get the data as what he says, what he likes, okay,
Yes,
what he want
yes.
to do. Okay, these are the things you will get, and you will put it here. And in the middle of there you can put what do you call a picture or something like user persona that you have mentioned. Okay, this is and there is a little bit template. And if you want to like do more research, then on Google you can type how to prepare user empathy in UX UI design. Likewise, you can
Okay,
okay
okay,
type, and you can get the lots of references from there. So this is the
okay,
way you can do. Now click on next
okay.
slide. Okay, yeah, common pain points. Okay, so here is a little bit something here and there. So actually, it's not the thing that you have to mention here. So generally, common pain points are related should be related with your product. Okay, not outside the product. So common pain point is related with your digital product. So that you have to understand. So what can be the problem is like depending on the product, the common pain points might be difficult or different. But in generally, there should be like financial problem. Financial problem means you are not able to pay the amount, or you are not able to withdraw the amount by using particular application. For example, if you are using e-commerce site, then if you are not able to pay, or if you are not able to use COD, then there is a financial pinpoint, because you are not able to pay anything. Because without paying any amount, then you can't get the product, right? This is comes under the financial pinpoint. So you have to
Okay,
understand, while creating a pain point, the pain point should be here in UX/UI design. See, in generally, pain point means everything. Like the person is facing some kind of problem is comes under the pain point. But here in our UX/UI design section, that you have to understand the pain point means that is related, that things should be related with your digital product. That may be the mobile application itself, or that may be the web application. So likewise you have to think. Okay, so financial
okay.
problems, and another is support problems, and another one there are four or three. I think we discussed three different. Arfad, do you remember how many pinpoints that we have discussed?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, how many points? If you remember, then just remind me. I forgot.
Like seven, sir.
Sorry.
Five maybe, sir. Maybe five.
No, not five. Okay, let me do. I forgot what are the pinpoints
Let me
generally.
check, sir. I have one screenshot.
Okay, okay.
Just a minute, sir.
No, okay. So yeah, I was talking about the financial pinpoint and process pinpoint, and another one is process pinpoint. Process pinpoint means whenever you try to click on one CTA and you are not able to go to the particular page, or you are redirecting in a different page, then that comes under the process pinpoint. So you are not getting a right result whenever you click on something. For example, if you click on a submit button and the form is not submitting, Sometimes it's
Okay,
frustrating, it's irritating.
like navigation,
Our common
navigation.
pain points was like around 3.
Yeah, see, okay.
Financial pain point. These are user issues to have to do
No,
with
no,
money. If
no,
you
no need to explain. Just financial. Another one process. Another one is support. Right? These are the three.
support point, yeah, support
Yeah.
pain.
Okay. Yeah. These are the thing. Okay. I got it. So, see,
Is it
financial. I hope
financial? What and what again?
a financial pinpoint is not able to do the transaction in your application. For example, let's take your product example. Okay, your application is related with the real estate. Okay, here sometimes maybe you can use digital payment by using your application. Okay, at that time, if user is unable to pay the fee, for example, your app is requiring let's say subscription for one customer or buyer, and they are not able to pay the subscription fee because of your application's error, that error comes under the financial pinpoint. Got it?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. So financial pinpoint generally related with your financial transaction by using your product. If there is some kind of situation or some kind of error, if you found, then that comes under the financial pinpoint. So likewise,
Okay.
another is a process pinpoint. Process pinpoint means, so let's take an example of your app itself. Okay. So you have created one app, and one app, one navigation is there, like let's say a recent listing or a recent what do you call it, land. Okay, recent listing land that you created one navigation, okay, or one tab, and when user click on that particular recent land, then the user are not getting the result of recent product, they are getting maybe older product, or maybe the page is not showing any product, it's just showing blank. That means this is called process pinpoint,
Processing.
because user are not getting the result what they are expecting to click on anything. Okay, any XCTA button or anything. So this is called a process, what do you call it, pinpoint. They are not going from point A to point B. They are not able to do the any kind of process. So this is called, what do you call, process pinpoint. And next and the last is support pinpoint. So for example, the user face any kind of problem, let's say financial problem, or let's say process problem, and then they try to reach you. So let's say you are the customer support officer, and you are supposed to what do you call, resolve the issue, but the customer are not getting support from you. Okay,
Yes.
whenever they try to use your application, they are facing lots of error, and they submitted some kind of error report. Okay, I face these error, and I want to resolve this situation, but still they are not getting support from your end. Then that comes under the support common or support pinpoint. So these are the three terms that you have to remember, and based on your product, you have to list your common pain point. Here you write urgent financial obligation. The financial obligation is related the personal life. Like in my personal life, I have a financial problem. So likewise, you have mentioned. So it you cannot mention those pinpoint under these categories. Okay. So these are the things that you have to improve. Okay, so later on you can improve, just try to understand the our regular pinpoint. Okay, you can later
Okay.
okay, so later you can
Okay.
change and improve it. Okay, now next, go for the next. Okay, now overall user story is good. Okay, so user story should be always particularly one, no need to create a multiple. Okay, see, for example, if I am a, what do you call it, let's say landowner. Okay, my user story is only one, so I want to sell my land. Okay, I don't want to give a kind of agent or a mediator, cause the mediator will charge from both side. Okay, I don't want any mediator, and I want to sell my land without going anywhere else. that might be my user story, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't have a multiple user story. I just
Yeah.
have a one
Yeah.
story. What might be the is, I am a landowner. I want to sell my property. So that what my story would be is, I am a property owner. I need a money. If if some kind of app is there, any product is there where I can list my property, and and then I can sell it to the direct like investor or a direct customer who wants to buy the property, then I will get the financial benefits. Okay, this might be my user story as a what you called buyer. Okay, no, sorry, landowner. And at the same time,
Okay.
so you have another profile that is buyer. Okay, who buy the properties that are listed on your particular app. So from the buyer perspective, what can be happen is, so I don't want to go with the middle person. So that person can say, I am a buyer. I need a land, and I don't want to go with the middle person, because the middle person will take some amount from me, and it will eventually like burden my financial crisis. So I don't want anywhere to go. I just want to find one digital product where I can choose lots of properties, and from the range of the properties, and then I can purchase the property that actually I want. So that can be the one user story for the one buyer. Okay, this is how that you have to create the user story. But overall, the user story is good, but try to make it on one particular user story. Okay,
So,
for the one
okay.
particular user persona. So likewise, now next go for it.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so here you have prepared a user journey. So overall, I will not go for one by one here, because the user journey action should be like particularly one in one frames or one table. Okay, so you have to find out first goal. So what is the goal of user journey? So user journey also depend on the comes under the as a user persona. So for example, if you have a three user persona, then user journey should be three different. And if you have a user like five user, then user journey should be five. Okay, five tables, individuals, five table based on the user persona, because each user has their own different kind of journey. For example, if I am a buyer, then buyer perspective should be different. And if I am a property owner, and if I want to sell something, then my user journey would be different for you in your application, isn't it? So the way
Yes.
I
Yes.
use the application is different, and likewise the way buyers use the application would be different. And likewise, on the same way, for example, there is a female another buyers. Let's say my age is like 70 or 60 plus, and there might be another 30 age of persons, or male or female, anything. Let's say I am a male, then there is a female, and her user journey would be a little bit difference towards your application. Okay, because each and every individual has a different kind of mindset. Obviously the process, application, user interface would be same, particularly same, but the way we perceive, or the way we see, the way we try to understand the things would be different. So because of that, try to like accumulate in one particular table and try to give it. I hope you have that kind of template, the user journey, and previously you have a prepared one small table, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah. I had to clean it and prepare this one.
okay,
I
no
think I
worries
used.
about that. Yeah, yeah, no
I'll
worries
have to
about that.
create it
Just
again.
from now on, you can do it. Okay, now click on that accessibility. Not this one. Just after this one. Yeah. As we see in accessibility, I already discussed. Let me put some basic things here. Okay. So touch, see, hear, and speak is four different accessibility are there. And so generally, what you have to think is, whenever we design or whenever we try to create some kind of app, we have to think for the accessibility. Because of that, sometimes what happens is we will find a great unique value proposition for our application. Let me give you a real example, and it's very common example. Most of the UX UI designer give some such kind of example. So whenever we ride or walk on a road, we can see a kind of sloppy areas, or A's on traffic lights.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
and
Yes.
So that particular age was cut age was created for the what you called the wheelchair users, because that will be easy for the wheelchair to move move in to a little bit up toward the footpath. Okay,
Yes,
that can
yes, yes.
helpful, because if there is a step, then it will be very difficult to pull the wheelchair. But
Yes.
that particular things is designed for the wheelchair, but it eventually help other user to, for example, someone carrying the kind of suitcase, then they can drag it. Okay, they don't need to pull it up and put it on a footpath area. They can drag, they can use it. Or if they have a shopping cart, then they can use the shopping cart also. See, the one perspective helps to create a kind of universal solution. So likewise, while designing any kind of thing, these are the things also we have to consider. So the touch, see, speak, and hear, there is mainly three different: temporary, that can be temporary accessibility, or some are maybe a permanent, and some are maybe accidental or occasional. What do you call it? So these are the things that can happen, and based on those options, that you have to keep or you have to brainstorm how we can design and how we can create. So yeah, as I mentioned, your braille lipi is very braille script is quite good, but yet there is not such kind of technology yet, so that we can touch the braille lipi and we can use the application. So there is no any kind of technology, but some scientists or some technology companies are working on that, so that I don't know whether you have noticed, or have you ever used Nokia's old 1100 set, the rubber set? Whenever we press the button, then the outer layer go a little bit deep inside. Have you ever tried that Nokia phone?
Yes, yes, yes. I use
Exactly. So
Nokia.
so now I once I read a few weeks back, I read one article. So scientists are creating such kind of what do you call the display, so that we can feel the touch. So now we just touch on a screen, right?
Yes,
On
sir.
a
Yes.
small kind of glass. But scientists are working some kind of touch displays or screen where we can feel the touch. Okay, they just want to move backward, just giving a little bit different surface. They just want to go backward. We want something backward. So likewise, the everything is round and round, isn't it? So from the beginning to now, so early in the medieval period, people used to wear some kind of very short cloth. Nowadays we are, some people are using very short cloth. Okay, after a few years, maybe people like to wear full clothes, and they like to wear every, they like to cover the full body, and who knows, everything can be happen. So everything is round and circle. Okay, so likewise, anyway, so next move towards the your next slide, problem statement.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, regarding the problem statements, as I mentioned earlier, so it should be what do you call it, collective. Okay. Don't make it a one problem statement
Passive.
for the one user. Okay. It should be a collective for overall users, and you have to target depends on whole users, not only for the three, four, five, but at least a group of your target. It should be try to solve the problem. So it's just you are creating a problem statement, means you are seeing some kind of problems in your community, overall in community. So that problem is in your app is not having good what do you call real estate any product to sell the properties and to buy the property. So that might be the problem, but make it a little bit elaborate and make it a little bit storytelling type, so that people can understand in a better way. Okay, this is how it should look like. And yeah, everything is good rest of the things. And now go for the competitive analysis. Well, yeah, for the competitive analysis, everything is good. Okay, the way it should be presented, everything content wise right, but the table is missing. So here there
Yeah.
are some yeah, the table I shared one Excel file also. If you have noticed, then you can see the table. It's not like that. Okay, there is a different table. I think if you have noticed my class, I shared one Excel file and I show you multiple long table in a spreadsheet. Have you noticed?
No, no, maybe I've not got to.
Okay, okay, no worries about that. Then I will share again, or I think Arfat has, or I will tell him to share with me, and I will share with you. Okay, you will get
Okay.
one format, so it has a different format. So there are other things also, like the aesthetic view of the website, so how it is. Okay, so you have to mention those things, and whether it is responsive or not, so desktop friendly and mobile friendly or not, whether it is like taking so much time to load, or it's like very rapid, or it's very fast to while loading any applications in your desktop or mobile. So the, and what type of content is there, like types of contents, or types of tone, what kind of tone is there, what kind of voice is there in your like content. So we can get the voice and tone in content also. If something is very rude, we can like get the ideas of how the rude person is. Whenever we see the letter, or sometimes a kind of text, we can get the idea, so why he is rude or something. So the text also share the tone and voice. Likewise, how the website and how the content is like familiar or not, it is like easy to use or not. So there are a little bit a few more things that you have to mention, but overall kind of things is pretty much everything that this is the competitive analysis. But at least we need to add something more. And rest of the part, I don't want to like join explain each and everything, because you have done SWOT analysis. It's good. Okay, finding the strength, weakness, threat, and opportunity is quite good, and everything is good. Obviously, you have to depends again here. At least you have to choose five different competitive analysis competitors. Okay, direct, that might be the direct or indirect, and for them you have to collectively do the strength. For first, you have to do the individual strength or SWOT analysis, and after that try to come up with the collective what do you call SWOT analysis, and all from all those data, try to come up your own SWOT analysis again. Now, what are the things that you can make opportunities? So for example, some other weakness, you can make it your opportunities or a strength point, right? So then you can lead, or you can stand in the market. So there is a weakness, because of that you can stand, you can solve that problem, and you can stand on a market. So you have to think like that. The main purpose is to do the SWOT analysis is find other weakness, and try to make that weakness in your product as a strong point, so that you can lead the market. This is the main purpose of doing SWOT analysis in our this UX UI design. Okay, so this is how
Okay.
you have to proceed, and this is how you have to collect. Okay, so here is one part is missing, that is information architecture or site map. So I hope you are doing, and you will present in some other next classes. Okay, and overall rest of the things are quite good, and everything is perfect. Okay, just some of the few things are here and there, you can improve it. And as I told you earlier, also try to do some research on our what do you call Google's or some other site. Also, you can get lots of ideas. Okay, if you get any confusion, and if you want any kind of information, like any particular ask me any particular issue. For example, if you get confusion on empathy map, then how can I do empathy map? You just can ask. Okay, and then I can share you the particular link. Okay, that
Okay.
will be
That's
easy for me to give you the links also. So yeah, this is how you can improve. And let me ask with Arfad also. I think Arfad is very silenced from the long moment, or I don't know whether he is or not. He is here, or oh, he is not here. Okay, anyway, it's okay. So
all
yeah,
right. Thank you
I
very
think
much.
okay, I think today let's end our regular classes. Okay, tomorrow we will see, and prepare some site map and wireframe, so that we can discuss, and we can further move forward to the designing some kind of mock-up and prototype, and then it will be fruitful. Okay, and I think there is one thing is remaining, that I need to show the wireframing. So, sorry, case study, so that how you can prepare for your overall project at the end of our classes. I will show you the case study, and then you can get a little bit much more idea how you can prepare the content. Okay, so overall everything is
Okay.
doing good, and yeah, you are doing good, and you are improving yourself. So you and try to improve everything, whatever we discuss. If you get confused, then obviously go back the YouTube channel, and you can check their video, a full video. Okay, it will be easy for you to.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you for
About the
your
template on
uh-huh.
how to do it, please, I will still expect, I'll be expecting it to, I mean, get the,
Sure. If I get the chance, then I will share today also. If it is not, then tomorrow I will definitely I will share. Okay.
okay, okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Say bye. Have
Thank
a
you very
good
much,
night.
sir.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.